Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And from KATO 2023, we've got Zoun and Spirit on a NeoHumanity. Top left, it is Zoun. Bottom right, it is Spirit. 23rd rank Aligulac for StarCraft 2. And we've got the 19th ranked player from Aligulac for StarCraft 2. So these guys are pretty much even. And I want to see how Spirit does here against a Korean Protoss player. Spirit is Polish, and Poland has a rich history of StarCraft from Brood War and StarCraft 2. Blocking off the Reaper hop-up spot here. What is in here? Is that like some DNA? Supernova? Oh, it's a men... Oh. It's a men's club advertisement. Okie doke! We've got cooling towers you can knock down. We've got little slow zones here. We've got rich minerals. High yield minerals that make a wall, which combines two very rarely seen elements and combines them into one. Will they come into play here today? Maybe they will. Zap, 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 zap. Get out of here. Get out of here, probe. Cybernetics core coming up before the Nexus, Marine, and Command Center. Get out of here, probe, says Steve the SCV. Yeah, the Marine blocked the ramp, so the probe can't scout anymore, and chases it away into the fog of war. Got to defend the command center and this ramp. Walling off against the depths here. We got a factory coming up after we start the command center. So Spirit has an economic advantage, but Zoun has a technological advantage right now. And if Zoun is not planning on doing a two-base attack, Spirit is ahead. That's it. He used to go by the name of Soul, but he changed his name to Spirit. He likes nukes, he likes mech, he likes turtling against Zerg, but this is a Protoss. So I want to see what he does again in a TVP against Zoun here today. Stargate on the way from Zoun here. Interesting Stargate opening. Okay, we don't see a ton of that. Oracle Harass is definitely something that is part of the PvT meta. Not too nuts. Adept wandering across the map here. Will three-shot this Marine, but two Hellions are enough to chase her away. And roast her up. She can't. Oh, she does finish and then recalls out. Will she get out? Yes! She's on fire with 28 HP, but she's out. Phoenix opening from Zoun. Intriguing. We don't see a ton of Phoenix play. Oh, what was that PvT that I cast? It was Hero Marine versus... Might have been Zoun, actually. Versus Hero, maybe. And it was Phoenix used to lift off siege tanks in particular. I think it was... Man, what was that game? Was it Hero? He went for a Resonating Glaive Adept attack with Phoenix support, and it was insane. These Hellions are like, we can win. Well, not if we get lifted, we can't. Wow, okay, these are YOLO Hellions if ever I've seen them. They're just trying to kill as many probes as Terranly possible here. If you want a link to that game, that was a Resonating Glaive Adept Phoenix in a PvT in the year 2023, let me know. I'll put a link to it in the description. I'll respond to your comment directly with a link to it too, because it blew my mind. I don't think enough people watched it, honestly. It was such a crazy strategy, and I was just like, how, who does this? The madman. It just took me back to 2015 when that was a very viable strategy because Adepts two-shot Marines. They don't anymore. They three-shot Marines. But is Zoun trying this again? Was it Zoun or was it Hero? It was one of those two Protoss players. Wow, somebody was inspired. Although not getting Resonating Glaives, actually. Not at all. Surprisingly enough. Dude, Phoenix Harass. I mean, Zerg knows the pain of Phoenix Harass for sure. but not really something we see against Terran all that much. Love the Cyclone, love the Viking, love the Marines. Everything here is anti-air centered. Robotics Bay on the way from Zoun. Yeah, so we're not getting upgrades. We're not getting Resident Englaves here at all. Maybe some disruptors, although disruptors were nerfed in this patch. So you got to watch out for that. The little circles of death are a little bit smaller now. Crazy stuff. Dude, the Phoenix, they're so annoying. They're more annoying than Mutalisks are. They're so annoying. They just, I don't know. Okay, I'm a Zerg player. I'm biased. But why don't you tell me, as the Banshee shows up, starts killing some probes. Do you have Cloak yet, Banshee? I thought Cloak was being researched. Did you cancel the Cloak research? Oh, no. All right, so Banshee dies because the Phoenix recalled home and killed it real easy. Okay, so if you are a Terran player, tell me what's more annoying. Phoenix harass or Mutalisk harass? And as I'm saying it, I feel like most of you are going to say Muta harass, but we will let the people decide. Double NG Bay here from Spirit. Colossus on the way. Again, the secret number here is going to be 3 with extended thermal lance, and now getting a Twilight. Twilight Council and a Forge. Phoenix continuing just to be fast. They're so fast. And killed a couple more SCVs here. Third base going to land for Spirit. Third base was done, actually, for Zoun. So Zoun actually catches up economically here quite nicely. Income is favoring Spirit. Power of Mules is good. Spirit has fewer workers than Zoun does, but Mules can make up that difference, and then some for sure. Every Protoss player knows the reality of that situation. Extended thermal lance, +1 attack, Colossus, Colossus. All right, neat. So we're looking at 1 Colossus, 2 Colossus, 3 Colossus will probably go in. And we'll see how Spirit deals with this. Siege tanks are a great answer. Do these Phoenix keep popping in and just killing? Make a turret! Like 1 turret! It's going to discourage the Phoenix quite efficiently, I'm going to say. And yeah, the SCVs, 10 SCVs have died. So Spirit would have more workers, except for the fact that the Phoenix have done an excellent job in harassment so far here, 7 minutes into this game. Woof. Additional gateways here from Zoun. But yeah, it's just going to be 3 Colossus. It's going to be Stalkers. It's going to be Adepts. It's going to be Sentries for Guardian Shield and for Force Fields and whatnot. And having a bunch of Siege tanks is actually a great way to handle Colossus. They outrange the Colossus. Plus, they do splash damage to everything. You know, your little group of Stalker... Oh, it scans. He's the Colossus. Yeah, all this stuff will die to a couple Siege tank volleys. I mean, not 2, but you know what I mean. It's pretty brutal. Marauders here, too. Marauders a good answer. Army value 55 to 35. And this might be Spirit being like, you know what? Let's get in there before the 3rd Colossus pops. And maybe try to take him down now? He kind of feints out, pulls back. He's got an army advantage, but it's not as big as it was. Ooh, Vikings and lock on enough to kill one of the Phoenix. That's got to feel good. These Phoenix have been a thorn in his side for so long. Yeah, the Phoenix are here to lift those tanks. 100 billion%. That's what their intent is. You're using them to kill SCVs in the meantime. But when this battle comes up, oh, little reptile crate. What? No, we did. We got a Metal Gear reference in StarCraft 2. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That Metal Gear Revenants or whatever it was. The open world Metal Gear. Right? Where you can be a box. I mean, I'm not the first person to point that out, obviously. But I've cast a couple games on this map, and I had not seen that. I don't know what just died over here. A War Prism, I think, just got sniped on the left side. That's brutal. Yeah. Okay, 3rd Colossus is out. Zoun says, let's do this thing. Oh, lock on plus the attack of the Viking. Not quite enough. Not quite enough to kill another Phoenix, but a couple of them are pretty darn bruised up. Reds and yellows down there in that health count. These guys, I think, are trying to path through these minerals, but you can't do that because the minerals are in the way. 4th base running for Zoun, all nice and wonderful here. Marines, Marauders, Siege tanks, Sensor Tower up. Vikings to try to deal with the Colossus too. Oh, couple Cyclones just kind of hanging out. Got forgotten and got dead as a result. By that I mean totally still alive with 2 HP. Look at that Cyclone pilot. He's happy. He's going to run back in for scouting purposes because he's already dead. Okay, let's see what we got here. A lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders, big scary Terran army, 172 supply for Spirit, 92 to 68 army supply. Looking fantastic. This has been a pretty chill 10 minutes though, huh? We're looking at it. We're feeling it. So I don't know. Disruptor's on the way. Ooh, double Stargate and a fleet beacon coming in from Zoun. Is he going to try to sky toss this Terran? I don't know. I don't know if it's a viable strategy here. It's a current patch though, right? New patch, new strategies available. But this is kind of what Spirit does. He likes turtling. He likes making the enemy come to him because Terran's strength is in its defense. It's kind of the anti-Maru, right? Where Maru would have already been across the map. He would have already killed one of Zoun's bases, and maybe this one too at the same time, right? But instead, Spirit's just chilling like a villain. Tectonic Destabilizer's on the way. Gonna use Tempest to try to deal with the Vikings, I guess. Not the greatest answer. Maybe to try whittle down siege tanks. There's another box down here. I love it. Reptile crate. It's got like a Cobra design on the top. Fancy pants stuff here in StarCraft 2. Yeah, Tempest in production. Working on... I assume that's Ghost Cloak. It's not going to be Banshee Cloak because there are no Banshees, nor are there any in production. And yeah, Spirit's like, hey man, you want to come kill me? Bring it. I'm going to throw up turrets. I'm going to expand up here to this Rich Vespene Geyser base. Hey, this is the first time I've seen somebody do this on this map, is take a Rich Vespene Geyser base. There's two of them. I've never even seen anyone try. Disruptor Nova, no, denied. Turrets get shots off on Colossus too, which is kind of weird if you think about it, but... Woof. I don't know. Neither player is really interested in committing it into attack here. Zoun's like, it's an entrenched Terran with siege tanks. Seems terrible. And Spirit's like, this is my game. This is what I like to do. When this planetary is upgraded, I'm going to be even happier about this. And Rich Vespene gas coming out in canisters. Just, I love the shade of purple so much. So both players are maxed out. Both players are developing banks. Both players, I mean, nukes are on the way. What did we say about Spirit at the beginning of this game? What did I say? I said nukes. He likes them. Oh, look at Zoun being like, well, if you're taking Rich Vespene gas, then I'm doing the same thing. Zealots, ooh, nice snipe on a sensor tower. They died at the planetary, but hey, sensor tower down is annoying. Gotta rebuild that thing. It's not free. Hallucinated Phoenix on the scouts. And yeah, both players just kind of taking their half of the map. Trying to sneak up this way with a drop as Spirit. And maybe up the right side too. This is what we're talking about. This is Terran in a nutshell. Unloading directly in Zoun's 5th base. Probe pull is pretty good. And then when the army shows up, you pick up and you get out of there. Although, I don't know. The Phoenix... Oh, this is maybe just a suicide mission for these guys. It is. Okay, well, the medevacs just try to get on out of there. And then this attack heading up. Wait, nuke. Where? What? Whoa! Here it is! Yes! Big and beautiful and nukelicious. The ghost dies for it. 13 probes have died. This attack here. This attack is cleaned up. Spirit is everywhere, kind of just trying to pick the Protoss apart. Gets a nuke off and all that craziness, too. Ah, so sick. 14 probes have died. 24 total probes have gone down. It's 80 to 70 workers. The income is hugely favoring Spirit right now. Because, again, probes had to get pulled off, and that drops your economy. It keeps them alive, but temporarily it hurts you. Spirit landing a command center down this way, too. Just kidding. You're not landing it because there's a Zealot here. And the Marines are trying to handle it. Another drop, dude. Spirit's everywhere. Is he nuking his own stuff? Yes. I think he just tried to put some fear of nukes into Zoun's head by throwing a nuke on his side of the map and then canceling it. But he's getting Yamato for battle cruisers. He's making 3 command centers at a time. Dude, this new patch, I don't know what it is about this new patch, but we're getting battle cruisers, we're getting nukes, we're getting people with a ton of Banshees. People, I don't know if they're trying stuff out or if stuff is more viable now than it was in the previous patch, but this is so fun. Oh. Yeah, Spirit... Spirit has a command center. He's producing 4 command centers at a time right now. He's got 7 orbitals, and Zoun's kind of pushing in down this left side. This is the first concentrated attack that we've had of just a main army in this game at 15 minutes. We've got Zealots on the right side trying to get something done. Oh, nice. Nova catching a couple ghosts there. Vikings can take out most of this army. What they want to avoid doing is fighting against these Archons, but the rest of it, and maybe don't take any storms from the High Templar either. These Zealots are kind of having like the time of their lives over here, killing stuff. Maybe pay attention to that Spirit real quick, guy. High stack auto tracking, building armor, +2 air weapons on the way from the Terran player. The Protoss is working on +3 air, +2 shielding, and +1 shields, +1, yeah, whatever, +1 armor and shields. Both of the same darn thing. Disruptor count. Yeah, some Stalkers here to fight against these Vikings, at least on some level. But don't come so close that the siege tanks are going to get shots off on you, yeah? Disruptor, Purification Nova. Takes 2 of them to kill a sensor tower. Spirit's expanding bottom left. Why not? This one Zealot has been really a thorn in his side today. Yeah, Tectonic Destabilizers, bonus damage versus buildings. Loving that. Another nuke on his own stuff. Just to make Zoun pull back a little bit. It is not working, though. Not working. Vikings snipe a Tempest, dodge a Storm, preemptive pullback there. Very smart. One of the orbitals dies. Whatever. It's cool. Wants to kill. Oh, careful, though. That siege tank, I don't know what you're doing unsieged and rolling into the army, but that was terrible for you. Did this Zealot? I think this Zealot... Oh, got wiped out by a couple Marauders. Okay, good. This box is so funny. Hey, box. Yep, just a regular old box moving around here. Some Stalkers heading down this way to try to maybe shut this base down. Or this base down would be good too. I like it. Splitting off a little piece of your army in an attempt to cause all sorts of problems. Top right base warping in from Zoun 2. Okay. So air weapons level 3, and he is moving into carrier production now. Beautiful. Did you really try to expand down here without having the ability to save it? Why are you pulling this army back? Because you're worried about that army. I get it. I do. The planetary finishes and starts its terrible damage on these Stalkers. Stalkers try to kill what they can. Maybe blink up in here next. Oh, is that a whiffed blink? I think it tried to blink up here. He didn't have vision, though. Yeah, there's definitely a blink that didn't do anything, which is always hilarious. Battle cruisers, No, the Stalker count and the Tempest count is too high for battle cruisers to be good here, I think. I would not be making battle cruisers in this situation, but he's pumping out 2 more, man. Dude, Spirit games are always so weird. I love them. Okay, nuke on this side of the map. Feedback on the Ghost, but not enough to kill it, but this DT is. Whack. Ah, denied. Denied. The Vikings are so good, but also storms are really good here, too. How many storms are available? As many as you need. Ooh, Disruptor takes a tank shot. Disruptor kills a Marauder. The Viking micro here is pretty good. Upgrades on, working on +3 air is our guy Spirit. This has just been, we're poke at each other. Poke. Nobody's really tried to murder each other all that much in this game, which is definitely strange. Sniped. Single DT, making sure expanding here is going to be hard. I mean, if anything else, you got to appreciate Spirit for his unconventional gameplay. You do. You just straight up do. Zoun coming in. Battle cruisers jumping on this play. And just going to Yamato down what? The Colossus taking a lot of that. Yes. Archon gets blitzed. Disruptors trying to get shots off on these siege tanks. They kill one of the siege tanks. Yes. Ghost in there fighting for some reason. Really shouldn't be. Interceptor's getting wiped out too. The Interceptor count is 11 right now. Battlecruiser's really good at just sniping down Interceptors. For sure. I don't know if you want to fight here. Not with the siege tank support. No. Yeah, man. Battlecruisers, siege tanks, Vikings, ghosts, nukes. Spirit games are always so dang fun. This DT's wandering about, killing missile turrets and whatnot. He's got 3 kills already, and 2 more SCVs have died at his hand. Scans. You have so many orbitals. How do you not have a scan? I guess you didn't need a scan because this missile turret was providing detection, but yeah, how many of those do you have again? Where are my orbitals? Does he not have? It's impossible. Oh, no, they're over here for some reason. Why are they all the way over here? He has 9 orbitals. For you not to have a scan is literally insane, but maybe you're perfectly using them for mules. Holy smokes. I take it back. Maybe your energy usage here is perfect. Oh, that one has a scan. I knew it. I knew there'd be one with the scan here. DT group. Just a straight up DT group here from Zoun. They have a blink yet? Another attack down here against the planetary. Do not fight a Terran player who is also at his own planetary. Ooh, these Colossus getting sniped would totally suck. That Disruptor going down is bad too. Yeah, that was Blink DT, wasn't it? It was Shadow Stride. Yep, that's researched. Okay, this is really bad news, Bears. Yamato going after one of the Disruptors. A ton of SCVs have died. This DT attack down here was brutal. And the DTs get away with it too. EMP scan and blink out of the scan range. Sniping one of them as it gets out of there, trying to slow it with a Marauder. Excellent stuff. Yeah, this game, I don't know. Income is hugely favoring Zoun right now because that base died. All those SCVs went down. I don't know that Spirit wants many more than 52 workers. This is a huge map, though. Uh-oh. Battle cruisers tried to sneak up the right side. They had their teleport available, though, so that keeps them alive. Excellent. Dude, non-standard. Crazy stuff here. Another nuke attempt. Let's see if that gets spotted. Attack down the right side. Again into the planetary. I just feel like you're going to lose more stuff. Yo! Nuke kills like a cannon and knocks down a cooling tower, providing a blockade there. These DTs, man, sneaking in. They killed 18 more SCVs in that attack. Dude! Insane stuff. Zoun, I think Zoun has the better economy. He doesn't have the bigger bank, but Spirit's trying to rebuild up to max supply, and that's going to take his bank away. Pretty much. It's only 34 workers for Spirit. Zoun's like, look, man, 2 can play at your game. I'll poke around with invisible units, right? I'll expand a whole bunch. I'll make you come to me, which you don't like to do. This is Zoun scouting his enemy. I really think it is. Planetary dead. I think that's it. I think Spirit... Oh my gosh, losing 4 more SCVs. Recall. Oh, Yamato's canceled. Do you get your energy back? Or your cooldown back? That's actually a great question. If you spin up a Yamato on something that gets recalled out of range, so it doesn't fire, do you get it back? It looked... I feel like they got it back. Maybe that was a different battlecruiser who Yamato'd. Dude, the Yamatos are so fun. Yamato! It dates back to Brood War, man. Yamato gun back then. I think it's called a Yamato cannon here. I don't know why they changed the name. It's the same darn thing. Woof. This is amazing. Yeah, hit that like button if you're enjoying this game. This has been something to behold. I mean, I'm not even sure who's going to win this thing to this point, although I feel like Zoun has had a bit of an upper hand over the last 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah, Zoun knows how to play against Spirit. It's a weird style Spirit plays, but Zoun is just... I think he's outplaying him at his own hand. I love Marines dying to Tempest, because it's like 3 shots. It's hilariously too many. Planetary down, more SCVs dead. I think Spirit might just be out. He's down 69 to 22 total workers. He's losing bases left and right. He just tries to re-expand. That's why he has all these orbitals, is so he can re-expand immediately upon losing a base. His SCV, again, mules are good. They're not good enough to overcome a 69 to 22 worker difference. The battlecruisers revealed themselves by killing a war prism, but that was probably worth it. This is probably a teleport out scenario, guys, like right now. Ow. And ow. Ooh, that was close. That was close. DTs come over and say, hey, leave my base alone. Or rather, the battle cruisers do. The DTs were harassing it, though. And I mean, Zoun, he's fully taken his side of the map at this point. Zoun doesn't have this. He's not on even base count. He's not even close to on even worker count here. And I like what Spirit's doing. It's very fun, but at some point, I just think Zoun's going to be able to win. He's got a bigger bank. Both players are now maxed out. But like I said, Spirit had to take a ton of his economy to do that. Man, this DT stuff. Die, siege tanks. And then just blink out again. There was a subscriber of mine. I want to say his name was Steven. Oh, this bottom left base is dying too. He was the first person that of a game that I ever cast where somebody went mass blink DT. And it's some of the more fun stuff I've ever seen. He was a Masters League player, so he wasn't pro and he wasn't GM. But he'd play Masters League and he would just blink DT his way to victory so hard. It was awesome. All right, so this is where Spirit says, I got to win this thing now. He's got a group to the south and a group to the right side on the flank. And actually, this is kind of awesome for Spirit all of a sudden. What in the name of Fertigus McDuton is going on here? Carriers are dying. Vikings are wiping them out. Marines are wiping them out. This base dies. On the other side, DTs are causing all sorts of havoc in Spirit's base. Army value is 128 to 102 total supply. These Marines need some medevac healing real bad. Tempest, man, their range is so annoying. High Templar dies, takes a bunch of Marines and Marauders with him, though. DT's forcing a liftoff on this orbital. Reland Mule calls down further repair. Okay, so that was a humongous attack that killed a ton of Zoun's army, but Zoun had a bank. He's making 6 more carriers. I don't know that carriers are what you want when you're dealing with Marines with 3/3 upgrades and Vikings with 3/3 upgrades and battle cruisers with 3/3 upgrades. I'm not sure that that is how this should be working for you. How many storms are in this group? 0? It feels like there's 0 storms in this group. Battle cruiser sniped, though. Good snipe. Man. Got a subscriber named JLC who's going to love the battle cruiser play today, but if the Terran loses with the battle cruisers, he's going to be a sad panda. So, I don't know. Do it for JLC, Spirit. Bring him joy. Oh, storm time. Ow. Ow. And a feedback. Just insult to injury there. DTs more difficult. If you have enough DTs, you can blink on top of a planetary that is supported by turrets and kill it quick. But not enough DTs there, I'm afraid. 3 is not going to cut it. Again, the only splash damage here is a single disruptor, which it gets a massive hit off. Yes, but that's your GG. And Zoun comes out on top in a 27-minute PVT. Just in one fell swoop. Yeah, that was, whew. So it was 146 to 111 army supply. When did he... Okay, so we're basically even army supply here. And then what causes the problems? But hit that like button. Hit that subscribe, man. I'm here 5 or 6 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. A lot of fun Katowice stuff on the channel. So this battle... Oh, battle cruiser dies. Knocks Spirit down to 108 supply. There's 1 battle cruiser remaining. I think it dies in this final battle. So yeah. Then Zoun's carriers pop out. Brings them up to 146 to 109. Spirit's trying to make Vikings and trying to make medevacs as much as he can here, but he doesn't have a ton of cash. And I mean, yeah, Zoun's got his half of the map. Okay, disruptor hit, knocks Spirit down to 107. These guys all die, and then here's our final battle. Disruptor connection is massive there. Knocks Spirit. Oh yeah, and the right side's terrible too. And that's your GG. Yep. Okay. That was a very patient play from Zoun against a very patient player Spirit. It's fantastic. Really, really fantastic. So very, very well done there. That was a very, very good PVT. And yeah, so Zoun took down Spirit. He was just, I don't know, just, I feel like patient is the name of the game here. 73 SCVs died, 48 probes died, 11 disruptors. 11 battle cruisers as well. That is some weird stuff. 9 sensor towers, a couple of nukes landed, but not any nukes that did a ton of damage, right? Wow, 48,000 resources lost from Zoun. We got 54,000 resources lost from Spirit. And that was great. It was really good. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else I want to talk about here. I mean, you're looking at it and you're like, well, of course, the Korean Protoss player just took down the foreigner Terran, but I don't know. These days, is that distinction all that important, right? Doesn't matter that it's Korea versus foreigner, especially at these lower levels where both these players are ranked around 20. Like, we're not talking top 10 Korean here. We're not talking top 10 foreigner. So, yeah, Aligulak is what matters today. So Spirit had a really nice attack on this left side. Didn't have enough medevacs to heal up his Marines. And then the splash damage started getting entered in there too. The disruptors had always been around. And that's just such a tough composition to deal with. Carriers, Colossus, disruptors, High Templar, Archons, Stalkers, DTs, some Tempests. Yeah, I mean, that's just a tough nut to crack. No matter who you are. Zoun knew that. He got to his spot and he got the win. So awesome stuff. That right there, ba-bam, is going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.